Okay, today we're going to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin only. Why is that? Because there's a lot of action to the negative side going on in Bitcoin. So we're going to take a look at some of the things that might be going on with that. The other thing is when you go from total market cap of 452 billion down to 381 billion, well, you got to look at the big coin because typically the other coins follow when you have that much being pulled out of the total market. Okay, so let's look at Bitcoin on the 12-hour chart. We can take out some of the previous horizontal support and resistance lines that we were talking about for now. We'll leave these lines in. We were looking at the support level of 81.29, somewhere in there, 8100, right in that level. And you can see we came down and tested that right in here. If we add in our Fibonacci retracement and go from the full swing on up here to the highs, you can see that lines right up with that 50% level on the Fibonacci. So just from those two things, what I'm looking at is whether or not we're going to maintain support here and potentially do just a little bit of a correction in this area before going back up. That's what I'm looking for. So now let's factor in some other things. Okay, so if this is our general thinking right now that we're at the 50% level on the Fibonacci, we've got our previous trend line that we drew at around 8,200 bucks. Then what are the other indicators telling us? And right now the DMI, so that's your directional moving index, right? That's who's in control, the bears or the bulls. It's in a strong bear pattern on the higher charts, but it's softening on the lower time frames. So we could have a slow crossover between those dynamics coming up here. The RSI, so your relative strength index, your kind of short and medium term momentum, is looking for support at about the 21 RSI. So if it bounces off of there, we found our support, and we'll confirm that this is the lowest level for right now. The MACD, though, has crossed below the midpoint, so we really need to see that start coming back up and ultimately breaking through the midpoint. The Ichimoku cloud is looking for that support at that $81 to $8,200 range. So all those things line up in here. The Fibonacci lines up in there. The Ichimoku cloud's lining up in there. Our previous just visual support and resistance, support and then resistance if it crosses below that. That line we already drew. It's matching up. Now the Bollinger Bands, we're trading below that lowest band, which is, now we're kind of in no man's land. So with the bear volume kind of declining, what I'm looking for again is this to settle in here, and we potentially get a little bit of some bull action, zigzagging here for maybe a little bit, and then we could confirm hopefully that this cycle, this correction cycle is now done, and we start going back up again. That's the bullish side of me. The bear side of me would be if we did a little bit of a correction in here and we came back down for another small correction. That would be the bear side of me. But I tend to be more bullish right now, so that's just me. I'm going to wait and see what happens in here. I'm not going to panic if I see it drop a little bit until it's confirmed to break through the support line here. Hey, check this out before you go. Get over to altcoinbuzz.io. From there, you can get all kinds of great content. Look at this homepage, all this stuff that we have on the homepage for you. You can get direct to our brand new podcast, which has some great interviews and other information. Check that out. We're also on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Twitter at altcoinbuzz.io and Instagram at altcoinbuzz. And of course, hit that subscribe and notification button here so that you can get all of this great content when it's up and fresh. Until next time, happy trading to you.